Hey, what's going on, everybody? Happy Monday. Welcome to another edition of Motivation with JR. I just want to thank everyone for tuning in. Thank you so much for watching our video. Special shout out to those of you who just subscribed to our channel. We really appreciate it. And remember to continue to share the link on your social media page and help us spread the word about the Motivation channel. So we appreciate you. We thank you for joining us. And any newcomers, we thank you for stopping by. We appreciate you being here on the page, and check it out. Make sure you leave a comment and like, and don't forget to subscribe. Hit the button below so you can subscribe to our channel so you'll be notified whenever we release a new video. As you know, we are talking about Resurrect That Dream. We started the series about 3 weeks ago, actually. So we've done 3 parts of Resurrect That Dream already. And tonight we are actually we are doing part 4. So those of you who are just tuning in for the first time, if you did not get a chance to catch up on part 1, 2, and 3, I encourage you to do that and then come back and watch this video so you are up to date. The first one started in light of Easter Sunday, so we wanted to, carry the theme and talk about dreams that we had from a couple of years ago, or even from a little kid when we were a little kid. So we talked about that. In part 2, we actually talked about 5 main reasons that I believe we allow our dreams to die. And in part 3 last week, we narrowed down in one of those reasons, and we just took it a little further, where I had the opportunity to share a story of one of my friends who actually overcame a life-changing and was able to still pursue her dreams and not let her dreams die because of what she went through. Tonight, I want to talk about, I actually want to take a minute to talk about what dreams are and what passions are, right? So we've been talking about dreams for about 4 weeks now. This is our 4th week talking about dreams. But some of you are probably wondering, so what are you talking about when you say dreams and passions? What exactly are we talking about? So if you were to ask a little kid, hey, what do you want to be when you grow up? Oh, what kind of dreams do you have? So most kids will probably say, oh, I want to be a police officer. Oh, I want to be a firefighter. I want to be a doctor. I want to be a ballerina. And all those dreams are fine and they're okay, because some of us actually had those dreams, and we wanted to become those things that we imagined. So they are okay, but they are not the only qualifiers for dreams. So actually becoming a police officer is a dream. Becoming a school teacher is a dream. Becoming a scientist is a dream. Becoming whatever, like a business person, like a businessman or a businesswoman, investing in real estate, becoming like a journalist or an actor or a reporter, whatever it is that you want to be, what you want to do. Those are all dreams, right? So if you were to take a minute and Google dreams, what is dreams? The definition of dreams, right? So the first definition that comes up talks about the dreams that you have when you go to sleep, right? So let's say we all got to go to sleep tonight, and you have a dream. Some people have nightmares, but some people have a dream, have dreams that you're driving a car or you're going somewhere, you're on vacation, whatever it is. But the second part is what we've been focusing on. The second part actually talks about a cherished aspiration, right? So an aspiration, something that you aspire to be, that is a dream. Something that you aspire to be. My question to you today is, what are your aspirations? What are your aspirations? What is that one thing you always wanted to do? That one thing that you felt that deep down in your heart, that's what you were created to do. What is that thing? And that's what I'm talking about by resurrecting that dream, resurrecting that passion. It is tapping into that very thing that you aspired to be from a long time ago or from a couple of years ago. It's that feeling, that unrest feeling until you do something about it. That's what I'm talking about. Resurrecting that dream, resurrecting that part of your life. It's like you're not living until you start doing the thing that you were designed to do, until you start living the purpose that you were created to live, until you start fulfilling the dreams that you were created to live. That is exactly what we are talking about when we say resurrecting that dream. Now, most people, they would think, when you say dream, oh, follow your dream, pursue your dream, what dreams are. Most people would think that, when you talk about dreams, it's about becoming a superstar, becoming a movie star, or becoming a rock star, becoming like a singer, a famous singer. Those are all dreams as well, but they are not necessarily limited to those categories. And as I mentioned, simply, traveling the world can be a dream for somebody, right? Because they enjoy traveling, they enjoy being in a plane, they enjoy going to places in different countries and seeing different cultures. That's a dream as well. So that is what we are talking about today. When we say resurrecting your dream and not letting it die, is the very things that you have in your heart. Some of you have been debating about a business idea, something that you're feeling a push to do, like you want to pursue this idea, you want to pursue this venture. It's in your brain, it's always in your mind, it's in your heart to do. Those are the dreams that I'm talking about. Some of you guys are getting excited listening to me talking about that. That is exactly what I'm talking about. That very thing you've been aspiring to be, that thing that you cannot get out of your mind, you cannot get it out of your heart, because every day, constantly, you're thinking about it. That's what I'm talking about. You have to be able to find our purpose. You got to find that. And once you find it, you got to continue. You got to pursue it. You got to do whatever is necessary for you to continue down that road, right? So again, my question to you is, what are your aspirations? And I'll share some of mine with you, right? So for me, I remember going back about 15 or 16, maybe 17, about 17, 18. I'll go as far as 20 years ago, right? My dream was to be a motivational speaker. So I actually started, I would say I started, dabbling in that field in some sort of a way when I started hosting church events and concert at the church. So I always had a microphone in my hands and I was always in front of a crowd. And to be honest, that is where I found my comfort zone. That is where I am in the zone when I have a microphone in my hand and I have a public in front of me. That is where I find myself in the zone. I'm in the zone. It's like I'm in my comfort place. I am where I need to be when I'm doing those things. So, from there, I transitioned into hosting weddings, and that's why I created Lubin Entertainment, which is probably where you're watching this video if you're watching it on Instagram. So that is where I created that, because that's one of my passions. That's one of the things that I want to do, just being a motivational speaker. And that's what actually, led me to starting to do these videos, because I am able to use this platform and create this platform and launch that part of my career, just to be able to talk to people and motivate people and encourage people to pursue their dreams. And this is exactly what I'm doing. And the second part, another aspiration of mine, is to actually one day host a TV show, or getting a movie role or a TV role. These are things that I aspire about. Those are things that I aspire to be. So it's those things that I'm trying to work towards. Slowly but surely, just keep working at it on a daily basis. So I am asking you what your aspirations are, because you actually have to follow those and not let them die. Martin Luther King said, "A man who has not found something he's willing to die for is not fit to live." So what is that one thing that is motivating you, that's keeping you going, that is your desire to pursue on a daily basis? I have this book here, right? I actually started reading this book a couple of days ago, and it's one of the greatest books I started reading. It's very powerful. It says success is a choice. And there's a particular section in there that talks about, following your passion and what it does when you're living your dreams, when you're pursuing your passion. And it's something that is truly amazing. One of the things that it does when you are living your dreams, when you are walking in your purpose, it's like you found this new sense of energy. it's no longer an issue for you to wake up out of bed in the morning. From now on, it's like you wake up with a smile on your face. You are excited to get out of bed. You're excited to get into the office. You're excited to go to work because you enjoy what you're doing. Because what you do is no longer work. It becomes fun because you enjoy it. You're no longer dreading going to work. You're no longer dreading getting in the car because you headed to the office. So you're not frustrated in the morning anymore. You're not cursing on the way to work anymore because you're actually living what you enjoy. You're actually doing what you enjoy. So that's one of the things that it does when you are living your purpose, when you're walking in your calling, when you're walking on the things that you were created to do. And it actually reduces stress. Yes, that's a big factor. It actually reduces stress because you enjoy what you do. So there's no need for you to be frustrated about anything. So I encourage you to check out this book. It's called Success is a Choice, and it's written by John Maxwell. That's one of my favorite authors. I've read several books by him. So I encourage you to read, grab that book and read it. Start working on that dream. Start working on that passion of yours, the very thing that has been stirring in your heart. And I know you can feel it. And if you're watching Resurrect That Dream series from part 1 all the way to now, I know it's bringing back memories. I know it's bringing some things to the surface. There's a business idea that you've been working on, or there's a business plan that you've been developing. There's something that you've been working on, something that's been stirring in your heart, something that's been stirring in your mind that you need to get going on. So I'm here. I'm encouraging you to start working on it and start developing that business plan. Continue to work on it because you have to admit. You have to admit you've been feeling a certain way because you have not been living your purpose, because you have not been following what you're supposed to be doing. So there's something greater inside of you. You can feel it. You can feel like there's a lion inside of you that is roaring to get out, that is roaring to get out of it, to come out. But it's like you're trying to suppress it, you're trying to keep it down, but he wants to be out. He wants to get out. So that's what it is. Your potential is calling. Your potential is trying to get out. So it can tell you, it can push you to attend what you're supposed to be doing, to do what you're supposed to be doing, to follow and live the life that you're supposed to be living. Because once you start living it, you're going to be a lot happier. You're going to be stress-free, and you're going to have more energy, and you're going to realize that there are plenty of possibilities out there that you never thought of. That's what happens when you start living your dreams. You're going to realize that there were so many opportunities, and that's what started happening to me when I started doing those videos, right? So now it pushes me to read more. It pushes me to watch other people, other speakers, and see how they speak, how they deliver their message, and how to do things. So all of these things, like now I'm excited to come out here and do those videos. I'm excited to come out here and work on those contents and get them ready for you. And that's what I'm encouraging you to do. And trust me, once you start doing that, you're going to discover a new set of energy that you never thought existed. You're going to see a different side of yourself. You're going to be more excited. You're going to be smiling more. You're going to be less irritating to deal with. So I'm telling you, it's just a win-win for all of us. So I'm leaving you with this question today. What are your aspirations? What is that one thing that you feel is bubbling in your on the inside? That one thing you feel like swirling on the inside, that it won't stop until you address it. What is that? You need to figure that out and work out a plan to address it. Work out a plan to set it in motion. We all have it inside of us. We all have a purpose. We all have dreams. We all have talents. We all have passions that we need to fulfill. But we are wasting our time doing other things. We are wasting our time getting frustrated, getting gray hair, losing hair by doing something that we completely have no sense or no business doing, right? So it's time to reset and focus on those passions. Focus on what we are passionate about. Focus on those dreams, and let's resurrect those dreams. So tune in next week when I talk about some tips on how to resurrect those dreams. So think about it. What are your aspirations? What are the things that you are passionate about? Do me a favor. Leave them, drop them in a comment, because I want to, I want to hear from you. I want to see some of the things that you are passionate about, and let's talk about them. Remember, always remind yourself, you got this. And live every day as if it is your last day, because one day it will be. Thanks for watching Motivation with JR. I'll see you next week.